Color Fine Adjustment Method for Metallic Paint. When color adjustment is conducted on a vehicle, the color often contains metallic pigments and pearl pigments, which are difficult to discern with equipment or instruments. In most cases, the case require judgment based on eyeballing. This video mainly describes the methods of comparing and fine adjustment colors. 1. Conditions for color comparing. Comparing the panel conditions. Prior to color comparison of the vehicle, remove dirt from the surface of the coating using a polishing wax so as to restore the original color and gloss of the panel. The aged coating may affect the determination of the color. Observation angle. The metal paint coating contains reflective pigments, which produces a larger difference in colors when it is viewed squarely and sidewisely. The colors shall be observed from a direct angle, an intermediate angle, and an indirect angle respectively. Observation environment. Perform comparing in a well-lighted place. Do not check the color when there is no sufficient light. Color comparison should be performed at a shady place of the workshop. Avoid the influence of ambient color on the color plate in the workshop as far as possible. Do not contrast light colors in direct sunlight. Otherwise, color comparison will be affected. Compare the pearl color or dark color in a well-lighted place. Avoid metamer. In order to prevent metamer during color toning, do not use the color master batches available in the color formula, and compare the colors under natural light before under common fluorescent lamp or incandescent lamp. In such a way, it is easier to make a judgment. During toning, be sure to avoid metamer. 2. Color fine adjustment methods. Color adjustment of metal paint. Because metallic paint contains flash pigment, aluminum powder pigment, do compare the colors at several angles during color observation, since metal paint can render different colors along with different directions of the light source and the observation angles. When comparing colors, pay attention to the following points: whether the color is dark or light, bright or dark, whether the size of the particles is uniform. The flash condition of the coating can be adjusted by the following 3 methods. Changing the spray conditions. The coating of dry sprayed metallic paint is relatively thin. The aluminum powder in the coating is arranged in order. The reflection of light is strong when it is viewed directly. The reflection light is weak when it is indirectly observed, and the effect of bright front face and dark side face appears. On the contrary, for wet sprayed metallic paint, the aluminum powder in the thicker coating is not neatly arranged, and the effect of dark front face and bright side face appears. Using the additives. Front side face control agent. The agents are used in the formulation of silver powder and pearl, so that the 15-degree angle becomes deeper, the side face becomes shallow, the particles get more flashing. The dosage shall not exceed 12% of total dosage of color master batch. The silver powder additive can be used to control the arrangement effect of aluminum powder. The principle of the additive is to control the aluminum powder arrangement effect so as to erect the aluminum pigment particles, which will suppress the direct view gloss of the aluminum pigment and enhance its oblique gloss. Adding 10 to 20% of additive to the coating can inhibit the direct view luster of the aluminum pigment, and the oblique gloss of the aluminum pigment is gradually increased. However, excessive addition will excessively erect the particles of the aluminum pigment. The oblique view gloss of the aluminum pigment will be too strong. Therefore, add a small amount of additive each time to prevent the excessive addition of additive so as to avoid disorderly arrangement in the process of drying. adjusting the primary color characteristics of color master batches. In the aluminum powder pigment, because of the different appearance of the aluminum powder pigment particles, some silver powder have bright front face and dark side face, and some silver powder have dark front face and bright side face. The front side face effects of silver powder paint can be adjusted by matching the flash effect of the silver powder pigment, and by adding different types of pearl pigments and color toner to achieve fine adjustment of color. 3. Key points for identifying the missing colors. Avoid the visual fatigue. If you stare at a color for a long time, the eyes will be subject to visual fatigue that make it difficult to tell the difference between colors. Color attribute analysis. The color characteristic of color master batches used in the formula shall be understood, and the color influence of the color master batches in the formula shall be judged according to the attributes, the hue, the lightness, and the chroma of each color. Judging color difference. If it is difficult to judge that missing colors, find several paint mixing cups, divide the paint into several equal parts, add the color master batches separately, and then compare the colors.